Today we're going to learn and see if you remember your high school science class, particularly in dealing with the periodic table. Okay? We're going to learn how the periodic table can actually help us with thyroid problems. This is Dr. Sam Forlenza with Chronic Health Solutions. And today in this short video, we're going to learn how actually going way back into our science and high school is how it can actually help us deal with some of our thyroid functions. But first, do me a favor. If you guys do remember your old high school periodic table and learning that stuff in the science class, please put yes or no if you don't remember in the comments section. Okay, let's learn a little bit about this on this short video. Okay, with our body, what we want to know and to learn is that similar chemical compositions will bind with similar chemical reactions, okay? So in the body, iodine is very, very important for the production of thyroid hormone. And it combines with tyrosine. Okay, and tyrosine, the T, combines with the number of iodine. So T3 is tyrosine binding with 3 iodine. T4 is tyrosine bonding with 4 iodine. Okay, so the body has to be able to allow itself to grab this iodine and bind with it, which then helps the production of the very important T3, T4 hormone that your thyroid needs and produces. But one particular problem on pertaining to the periodic table is there's a certain group on the periodic table in a certain column that has similar chemical binding receptor abilities. These things like fluoride, chlorine, bromine, and even iodine all are similar, and they will actually compete with the body to bind to those receptors, which iodine should bind with. So now the body has to compete with fluoride, chlorine, and bromine, okay? And if the body is not allowed to bind properly with iodine to make this T3 and T4, we have a problem in hormone production. So things like that contain fluoride, nowadays a lot of the water is being treated, or a lot of the toothpaste has a lot of fluoride in it. Chlorine, okay, a lot of the pools and hot tubs have excessive amounts of chlorine. So, when our body gets exposed to fluorine, chlorine, and something called bromine, it will interfere with the ability of the body to bind to iodine, to bind to the receptors, because it's going to compete with these other chemicals, okay, and these other elements. All right, so like I said, fluorine and fluoride has things that we get from the tap water because it's treated with a lot of fluoride. Chlorine we always see in pools and hot tubs, and bromine is also seen in pools and hot tubs, but it's also used as a conditioner for doughy wheat products. It conditions the dough. So things like eating flour, wheat, cakes, donuts, contains this element or this chemical. So these three things, fluoride, chloride, and bromine, compete with iodine to have proper production of the T3 and T4 hormone. So hence, the old periodic table that we learned in high school, these elements, fluoride, chloride or chlorine, and bromine, will interfere with iodine binding to the receptors to make the proper T3, T4 hormone, okay? So I just want to let you know. I just thought that was a little fact that we were talking about earlier in the office today, and I just thought I would share that with everyone. So once again, if you have any questions, please give us a call. We're here. The phone number is at the bottom of the screen, and we would love to answer any of your questions. Okay, this is Dr. Sam with Chronic Health Solutions, and we'll talk soon.